Today, we will learn to hook this little duck, and then these are the two colors of wool we used, and this is knockgram, and then this is the duck's eyes, wind and needle, and a hook stitch. Okay, let's start hooking the body part first. Take out our yellow thread. Huaishen Qizhen's first-generation stuffing bypasses the laugh, the thumb bypasses the index finger, and then takes it to the middle finger to pinch this intersection. Then we construct the insertion spacer tape from the coil and wind it counterclockwise. From the thread band, this is the first earthquake in the loop, and then we have to hook 6 short needles in this loop. The hooking method of the short needle is to insert the hook needle from the loop to hook the thread band, so that there are 2 coils on the needle wrapped counterclockwise, and the thread passes through these 2 coils. This is the first short needle. We mark it with a mark buckle. There is a V-shaped one here, which is the first shock. Let's buckle it up, and it takes 6 frames in total. Insert the hook pin, then bring the thread over and wrap the thread counterclockwise to bring the 2 coils. This is the second frame. Chapter 3. 4. V. V. A needle eye after hooking. Let's take the coil off and tighten this thread. Then we have to lead it in the first stitch, that is, in the needle where the mark buckle is made. Let's take off the mark buckle first. The structure is inserted from this needle membrane. Then wrap the wire directly counterclockwise through this coil and then through the following coil. Then the first lap is enough. At the beginning of the second lap, we have to set up a lifting needle first, wind the thread counterclockwise and bring it over. At the beginning of each lap, we have to set up a lifting needle. The second circle is 6 groups of short shoulder stitches. We insert the stitches from the needle eye just started, winding the line for a time. Bring the thread. Then, after this true ink entered the formation, another short formation passed. It is the short station of additional stitches. 1 needle would hook 2 short stitches, a total of 6 groups, and then we are in the first stitch here, which is the first V. Put it on port 7 again. Sister Xingru must buckle this number 7 buckle to prevent it from being unable to find it when turning back to induce numbness. Second group. 1 or 3 groups. Group 4. Utilize the module. Sixth place. Then we remove the mark and buckle it on this needle eye to mark the scar. Take it directly over the hot wire coil at the back and let the second lap be hooked. Next, when we hook the third lap, we still need to set up a power pin first. The third circle is a short stitch, and an additional stitch is also a group of 6. Hook a short stitch first. Then hook a short stitch to add a stitch. Similarly, we still make an oil button for it in the first real eye. Add another set of short needles and the next needle to add needles to the short needles. There are 6 seats in total, and everyone knows the end by themselves. At the end of this lap, let's take off the oil buckle in the first real screen sound. After pulling out the other one, he stood up. Then start hooking the 4th lap. The 4th lap is 2 short stitches and 1 additional stitch. Now the first gen mo enters gen, which is enough for a short needle to make a cross construction. Then the second needle membrane is also a short needle. The third needle mesh is the addition of short needles so that the 3 needles are a group, and there are 6 groups in total. Short needle, plus needle. Let's demonstrate the short stitch again. The third needle mesh of Duanshen is a plus needle. Okay, everyone check it out for yourself. Okay, this lap is over, and then we will take down the glue class. Let's win with a lower needle. In the next circle, first set up a starting stitch, then hook 3 short stitches, 1 reducing stitch, and first hook 3 short stitches. 3. Another one, plus 1. 2. Okay, this is a group, and there are 6 groups in total. Everyone buys it yourself until it's over. Then the 5th lap is also arranged. Let's have a drink at the first weak curtain. From the 6th to 11th circles, there are 30 short needles that are not added or subtracted. Each needle mesh corresponds to a short needle, and each circle is 30 needles. Well, everyone can buy it by yourself until the end of day 11. Okay, we've finished the 11th lap. Let's start hooking the 12th lap. The 12th lap is 3 short lines, and 1 reduction stitch is enough for 6 groups. First, the first needle eye hooks a short stitch first. Then put on the glue structure. The second true seam is also a short needle. The short needle at the end of the 3rd needle and the end of the 4th needle jump half of the needle membrane. Pick half of the next needle mesh, winding the belt counterclockwise, and then winding the belt counterclockwise to pass through the 2 coils of the real belt. This is a reducing needle. Let's demonstrate another set. First, 3 short rooms and 1. 2 pieces, 3 pieces, and then adjust half a needle ink. 1 more half. Bring it here. You can only bring it around the wire. Okay, this is one of 2 groups, a total of 6 groups. Please buy it yourself. When this circle of purchase and knitting is finished, let's take off this oil buckle. In the first true eye said 08. Then the next turn we are 2 short stitches, a reducing stitch, and build a standing stitch. First hook 2 short stitches, the 3rd stitch and the 3rd stitch, and a reduction stitch. Occupied as one group, there are 6 groups in total. Okay, next let's hook the 14th lap. The 14th lap is a short stitch and a minus stitch. Start by hooking a short needle. Let's construct a reduction needle again. Adjust 2 ink stitches and half stitches, and then take this to form a group. There are also 6 groups in total. Everyone will take it by themselves to the end. Everyone, we can stretch and disconnect the wire directly. That's good enough. Its head, and then his eyes are probably behind us first, and the line we pull out, and then corresponds to the front. The previous position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, is on the 7th and 8th laps. Install 1 first. Let's have to take a look now and see the location, right? Yeah. Then buckle this buckle to it. Then go 4 needle meshes to the right. 1234 in the 5th curtain. 234 here. Put another glass on it. We'll wet it later, and then we can give him 3 years. Throw it on the field window. Be sure to add small amounts and multiple times. Once, don't stuff too much. We have access to scissors. Okay, that's all right. Next, let's find out that his body is also reflecting on the truth. Hook 6 short stitches in the circle. It's the same way his head turns out. Then tighten the coil. In the first needle screen. That is, here in the first V, make the print. The second lap is 6 short shoulders added needles, each needle hook 2 short positive needles. Unskilled sisters can put this low real oil buckle on it. If you are skilled, you don't need to buckle it, mainly for easy everyone to distinguish which one is the first needle. Take off the rubber buckle of the door and shake the silver bar in the first shock ink tree. In one turn is a short stitch and a plus stitch. Hook a short stitch first, then hook an additional stitch. The same is over 6 groups. 1 short needle, the second is an extra needle. 1 short needle in the third set. 1 plus needle. One short needle in the 6th group. A home, really. Then let's print it at the first real eye. Then stand up 1, and the lower 1 turn is 2 short needles. 1 add a needle first, and 2 short needles are hooked first, and the third needle is hooked 1 with a needle, which is enough for 6 sets in total. The second group is 2 short and 1 plus needle. Well, everyone can buy by themselves until the end. There are 6 groups in total. After the 4th round is finished, we hook the 5th round to create a lining stitch. The 5th round is to hook a short stitch for each needle, totaling 24 stitches. Each real ink corresponds to a hook. Okay, everyone can buy it yourself until it's over. The 6th right is to hook 9 short needles first and set up a standing needle first. I've heard 9 short stops. 1, 2, 3, 4, V, V, Y, 8 or 9, then hook 3 reduction needles. I, get married and hook 9 short arrays. 1, 2, 3, 4, V, 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 V. 9 then in the first real screen shadow bar. The first Chili vocal cord is hooked 1 circle, and the next circle is 8 short arrays and 3 shock absorbers. Hook 8 short arrays first. Camp. Then after another 3 minus frames, we can cut off the excess hot dry. 3 sets of simple. Then hook 7 more short needles. Just go until the end, and you can buy and weave yourself for the rest of the short period of time. The 8th lap is to hook 7 short arrays first. Then hook a reduction needle. Then pass another 7 short stitches until the end. Finally, there is one that is simply. Then print it at the end of the first one. The first collision hooked a lap. The lower circle is 6 short spaces, 1 reducing stitch, 6 short spaces, and 1 reducing stitch. According to this rule, 6 short arrays are hooked first. Then a simple. Hook another 6 short spaces and 1 reduction needle. Simple. Then in the first real screen silver bar, a Chili Juan turtle next punch. The vegetable ring has 5 short arrays, 1 reduced stitch, 5 short arrays, 1 reduced stitch. Hook 5 short needles first. There is also a simple. 5 more short arrays. The last shock absorber. Then Win. Likilichen hooks the next one and hooks the next one. The lower circle is to hook a short needle on each needle film, making a total of 12 stitches. The last turn. Just on the first weekend silver bar. The thread is then broken and the long thread is used to stitch. Let's fill this body part into it too. So that the body will be done. Next, let's hook his arm or reflect on the needle. First, set up a standing needle in the circle and then hook 4 short needles in the circle. 2, 3, 4 tension coils are printed at the first mesh. This first bit word is the first needle mesh. Bring the thread back, and then go to the next coil, and then make a washing force true hook. The second turn is a short needle and an additional needle. Start by hooking a short needle. Take another needle. Hook another short needle. Another add needle. Then drink at the first needle grave. Give it a turn. Stand up another one. The strength is really enough. The next one turn is 2 short stitches and 1 additional stitch. First, construct 2 short needles and add 1 needle in the third needle mesh. Then try 2 more short needles. A home, really. Fortunately, the first real screen is silver. The first needle, we can cut the middle thread for it. Then the fourth lap is a short needle in each needle groove, making a total of 8 needles. in the first true end silver bar. When interpreting 2 short needles, 1 reducing needle, first stand up a standing needle and give me 2 short needles first. Hook another cut down. Then another set is fine. 2 short true. A testimony. Then at the end of the first Quake silver bar, thanks. In this way, there are 2 checks in total. There are 2 apart. Then let's hook the duckling's 2 legs. Still call danger is in the circle ditch 6 short array. Tighten the coil. In the first real screen silver bar, the next turn of Zhang Lilijian means that each needle match should hook a short needle, making a total of 6 needles. Then, in the first real ink silver bar, the third circle is the same as the second circle. Each needle mesh corresponds. Just hook a short needle. Then, in the first one, really yes silver bar, the lower circle from a real force is a short needle and a reducing needle, a total of 2 groups. Then, on the first weekend Yingba, disconnection. It is also necessary to tick 2. Let's hook its tail, or there is a wake-up start. Let's build a standing needle in the circle, then 4 locking needles and 12,341 lead answers. Then come to 12,341, a total of 3 groups and 1 quote. Okay, the last group of 12,344 is still drinking in the circle, right? Okay, let's tighten this coil. This is directly disconnected, and you can. This is his little tail. Next, let's hook his mouth. Take out our pink thread for slow shape true. First set up a standing truth, and then we 3 lock true instant needles, wind the thread out counterclockwise, lock the thread out 3 times, and then hook 3 long needles. The long needle is a wound counterclockwise. The needle is inserted and hooked out of the coil. Bring it over. The reverse time person winds the wire and takes the first 2 coils. The reverse time person winds the wire and takes the second 2 coils so that it is a long needle. There are 3 long needles to be hooked in total. After turning over the long march, we hooked 3 more locking pins. 1, 2, 3, and then pull it out in the circle. When you're done, hook 2 more locks. Then hook 3 more long true. Hook 2 more locking pins. Then silver in the circle. Then it can be disconnected. Pull it over and we'll tighten the coil again. Okay, this is his little mouth. Then we started stitching. Our one is 12 stitches and this one is also 12 stitches, so we will stitch 1 on 1. Well, take out our stitching needle and thread through it. This line corresponds to this line. This way. Sew it. Each real screen corresponds to the top and bottom, and a real eye is used to seal it in this way. Above, we sew it out. Is that right? Then we sew it into the corresponding folding film. Sew the top and sew the bottom. Just sew it 1 turn and it will do. This keeps annoying until the end. Be sure to look at yourself when you finish sewing. Is the duckling in this shape? Is to keep his body upright. Then we'll sew the duck's mouth. The mouth is in the middle of a row below the eyes. Oh, location. Here it is. This one is a little longer on the top. The shorter ones are below. You can fix a position for the large sheet and then sew it up and down. Just sew it firmly and you can stitch it yourself. Well, you can sew it however you want. Put it in the back. Sew it up and down here. Then just sew in like this. Then we seal and reconcile the hands on both sides of it, and this hand can flatten it. Like this. Just sew it first. Put it wings. Then put it on both sides of the body. Come on, get through. Send it back again. Just sew it firmly. Relationship, and then sew the other side. Use the same method to seal the other side. Okay, next, let's stitch his foot. His foot is in this position below, and then we will enter the array from here. This way, and then put this. Connect this end again. Adjust it to see if it is in the right position, and then we will sew it again, and then that's it. First fix the position, and then just put it firmer. Adjust at any time when fusing. Okay, let's stitch up the other one in the same way. Finally, we'll stitch up its little tail. Or get a spot first. After the location is found, it is fixed. Okay, just thank you. Well, the children will be fine.